Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. Alright, let's see how much more damage we can do with my Shaman here. Yeah, I've done okay. I've got some pretty solid, like, reasonably expensive rare minions, right? I've got a Sunwalker, 2 Argent Commanders, and then the legendary Baron Geddon. That's a pretty strong contingent once I get up to 6 mana. Guys who, like, do stuff. They're all cards that tend to get 2-to-1 sort of card advantage. If not better.
Thrall versus Garrosh.
And then I've got 3 things that can add Wind Fury to an already large creature. And a fair number of creatures with 6 attack or more that I can combo that with. Getting rid of the expensive things, see if I can get something cheaper. But that gives me a number of good ways to finish a game. So yeah, no, pretty decent. I would like to have a little bit more direct damage for killing minions, but I've got a decent amount. Let's see. This warrior... I think I'm going to open with the leper gnome. I also think I'm not going to put out the infiltrator with him, just in case of a cleave. I'll probably still make a totem, because, you know, why not? What have you got? I was afraid of that. That's pretty unfortunate. I guess I should have started with the Worgen. Boo. Let's totem it up. I would have preferred one of the 0-2 totems to make him either like leave it alive or not. This doesn't do me much good. Yeah, it's okay. It still took some of his time. That's okay then. Now we're gonna play him, and we're gonna see how that pint-sized summoner totally flattens me. Because he could just play like a Yeti now. Doesn't have to be anything special. Just like a Yeti would already be like a menace to society. So he's going to slam him, so he's not using this to play a large creature. And then he wounds this but leaves it alive. Which is truly baffling. I guess we're going to kill this. Because it had to go. And do I make a totem? Or do I play her? And try and make a totem. That was a very slow totem. Really thought about that one, but in this case that's okay, because it can kill him. Now, he might have a cleave still. I'd rather have him cleave on, like, the leftovers and a totem than against my, like, actual good stuff. I live with that. I'm not making any progress, but I'm not getting my face beaten in too hard either. Force Lightning, that's my own version of Cleave. Now, I could play him, it'd be wasting his ability, and then that. Or I can make a totem, see what I get. Doesn't really matter though, because I'm still going to play a Bloodsail Raider and a Worgen Infiltrator. Seems like a good bunch of stuff. Whirlwind attack and then kill her with this would be pretty good. He'd want to attack first and then whirlwind attack. That would have a pretty negative impact on my forces. Get him a little card advantage. He's already done a whole bunch of damage to me with this guy.
I wonder.
What do we got?
Try this.
Alright, that's pretty unfortunate. But, I mean, I'm just glad he didn't, when I let the pint-sized summoner survive for a turn, he could have played this guy then. That would have been devastating, but instead, he's got not that much going on. He does have a weapon he can use to kill my Argent Commander, so that's unfortunate. I can Forked Lightning, and then trade this to kill him. And that would be pretty good.
What to do?
Playing him would be nice, but I can do that too. Yeah, so let's get a totem first and see if the Forked Lightning comes out spell damage. No, okay. You know what I meant. So, Fork Lightning means I don't have mana for Geddon or Argent Commander next turn, really, but I could do this. And I could Wind Fury her, but she's very close to dead. I'd rather save it for, like, Killing Blow type stuff. It's only 2 damage. It would force my opponent to kill her, which might be worth something, but yeah, it's not that exciting.
You gotta be kidding me!
Yeah. That is a big dude. I wish I didn't have some mana locked right now, but I do. If I check out what totem I get, I'm not going to be able to play this guy. That's going to hit me for a bunch of damage. There's not much I can do about it. I think I'm just going to go Totem and Unbound Elemental. Taunt Totem? Taunt Totem would be awesome. No, mine gets, like, stuck. Like, it keeps giving me the same totem every time. Seems less random. Like, it randoms the first time, and it's decided, this game I just get Searing Totems. And there was a previous game where it was like, I'll just get, like, Wrath of Air Totems or whatever. Friggin' ow. Did not appreciate that. Taunt Totem would have been really, really nice. Okay, he's going to just try and race me, which is understandable, because he's got this huge guy. However, he didn't do anything to kill my stuff, so I should be able to get... Oh, that's nice. I can Argent Commander and Flame Tongue Totem, actually. So let's figure out how we want the tower here to collapse. His bubble plus 3 damage from this will finish him. That would be pretty good. So, we're going to play the Flame Tongue Totem here. We'll go boom. Then I'd rather trade her and save his bubble, actually. It leaves me less damage on the table, but they're less vulnerable to he's less vulnerable to getting killed. So yeah, let's do that. Plus it means I can get more damage from him by putting him next to the Wind Fury. So that was probably a disturbing change of things for him, but it's his turn, and he's got 8 mana and a lot of cards. He also has a life advantage on me. If he can turn this into a race somehow, it could still work out for him. Although that would really be more like a race to kill me this turn. Okay, he's got that, then he's going to Whirlwind. That'll take off the bubble and kill that. Oh, or Inner Rage, okay. That's less card efficient, but still worth doing, because I was getting a lot of damage from that Flame Tongue Totem. Snake, that's probably going to get silenced or something, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't think I want Baron Geddon right now. I think he's hurting me more than helping. So we're going to silence this.
Magic shall not save.
And we're going to make a Stormforged Axe. I'm trying to decide between a Totem and putting Wind Fury on this guy. I think I might want to put Wind Fury on this guy. And this guy, I forgot this had Overload for him. I was thinking of it having Overload for a cost, but I forgot that it worked for him, because I always think of it being spells. But no, that's awesome, because now I don't have to use the axe on it. So I'll use the axe on him, and hit him for another 8. So, a silence would neutralize this guy pretty hard, but even then I'd still have a 4-2. You still have to kill him somehow. But right now, he's like 2 whole 4-2 creatures almost. One standing in front of the other so he can't die of AoE.
I wonder.
You've got to do something impressive to stop me from killing you. That's a big help. Let's see, if I hit him for 3, and then kill him with this, then I've got 4, 8, 12 damage. I could play Baron Geddon and do the last 2. So far, the math indicates victory. Now I can do that instead of Baron Geddon, because Baron Geddon kind of screws me if I messed up somehow. So if I hit that for 3, and then I shoot it with this, then I can go 2, 10, 14. Seems respectable. Just to make sure I'm going to kill him with my face, which seems kind of dumber, but it means I have even more damage to go towards him. Slightly more. Alright. A lot of what it comes down to, what I'm finding as I'm like evolving my constructed decks and stuff like that, is being able to, you know, like, you do need to establish control. It's absolutely important, but in terms of putting yourself over and making your deck win more often, a lot of it is about that ability to surprise damage. Damage that you can do from cards that are not sitting on the board, that don't have to survive a turn on the board before they go. So like the Argent Commander plus Wind Fury or the Wind Speaker, things like that are tremendously valuable for putting the game to a successful close. Baron Geddon does a little bit of that. He's no Ragnaros, but he's very reliable for wiping out enemy forces, and that's pretty good.
Thrall versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild. For Doomhammer.
Okay. So you were pretty good to have in the starting hand. You were like, yeah. Let's see if I can get something else. Well, okay. This thing is a powerhouse, but I do have to be in a decent situation to use it. So put him out. I mean, the druid can just spend 2 mana to kill him, but he still takes 3, even through the armor of Kung Fu. He's going to coin Kung Fu him. Okay, you use your coin for Kung Fu. I am thrilled with that result. Go nuts. Now I'll just keep my going first mana advantage for the rest of the game. Durham! He's a totem. You gotta play the totem in order to play the shaman. Now I'm just babbling in defective attempts at accents. That's no good. So you are very survivable, which is nice, but you also benefit if I cast any spells. I think I'm going to go with you. He's actually also quite survivable. 4 toughness, like 4 hit points for a 3-cost minion. Quite good. That has to die. I wish I could coin out Wind Fury, but that's not going to work. So this guy would be almost dead, but I can just play the Flame Tongue Totem and beat this thing's face in. That's probably the best. Yeah, this guy will be easy to kill with like Kung Fu or something, but it's worthwhile. Since he doesn't technically die, and it prevents this guy from going Super Saiyan. Which has been known to happen. Taunt Totem, Taunt Totem, Taunt Totem. There's a 1 in 3 chance. Taunt would have been pretty sweet. Oh, I forgot I had the Healing Totem. That's right. It did something useful. For me, not for my opponent. Nice. This guy survived the swipe because of that. Fantastic. I'm so happy. Now, I can play Doomhammer, but I'm thinking I want to save that as a surprise, since there isn't like stuff I want to kill out there. Plus, it has an overload of 2, so that would slow down my next turn. I might as well hold off on that a little bit. I don't need the taunt right now. I don't really need this guy's +2 attack to kill something. So I'm actually going to go with Totem and Panther. I wanted to say Totem and Tiger, because it would be more alliterative, but sadly, this is in fact a Panther. You do what you can. Oh, the Healing Totem's still working! It's insane! What is this madness? A Healing Totem that heals my stuff because somehow my opponent was doing damage that did not kill my stuff. It's just so absolutely out of the ordinary, unusual. I have Hex. Hex seems fairly excessive for any of this situation here. Now, this guy is getting healed, but he is kind of beat up. I don't know. So I'm thinking of playing the Dark Iron Dwarf and trading him to kill that big punk. I should see what totem I get first. Let's do that. A taunt totem. That helps. So that means this guy's got a much better chance to survive if I use him to start attacking the enemy player. I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to Dark Iron this guy, even though I'm going to lose him. Even though he would get bigger if I played Doomhammer. I forgot about that. No, I'm going to use him anyway, because +2 isn't enough for one of my totems to do the killing. I want this guy dead. I want to start beating my opponent. And of course I get the 4/4 out of the deal. So he can kill the taunt totem, but he can't do much else without help. That would be help. That's unfortunate, because he can kill my Dark Iron. Boo. Now, do I Lightning Storm or Doomhammer? Yes, it sucks that my Overload guy died, but it seemed worthwhile at the time. If I Lightning Storm, what else can I do? I would have 4 mana left. I could Lightning Storm and play the Shield Master. That's pretty good. The Lightning Storm will kill both of these guys, and I get Shield Master. And I hit my opponent for 4. The other choice is to play Doomhammer, make a totem, which will be either a taunt totem or a 1/1. So either way, it's pretty useful. And then I'd be using Doomhammer to kill both of those guys. I would take 6 damage, but I would still have 6 uses of Doomhammer left. And I get another totem, and I can surprise with this, and I'll still have a Lightning Storm. This is pretty good to kill with the Lightning Storm, though. I think I'm going to go that route. I'm going to try not to let him build up that much junk in the future anyway. And this way I don't take a buttload of damage. I almost forgot to squelch him. Amateur mistake. Okay, well that's kind of annoying, but he just spent his whole turn killing that one card. Or no, he didn't. He found a use for Claw. This is a good use for Claw. I still think it's a crappy card, but he made good use of it. Now I've got nothing much. That's fairly sad. Oh, and I don't have enough mana to play him. That's very irritating, actually. So play Doomhammer and hit him for 4. He's low enough, actually. Doomhammer alone could kill him. It'll still lock 2 of my mana, but next turn I would have enough mana for this, and I wouldn't be wasting this guy's battle cry, freezing one of my own guys. So I'm actually going to do this.
I don't have enough mana. Elements guide me.
I'm just going to start killing you myself, dude. If he has an Acid Ooze, it'll be very annoying. If he does, he's probably been saving it for a while, and well done. That's also annoying, but I have a Hex for that, so it just means I can't play him this turn. Oh, and I so want to, but no. You get Hex, that's very important.
Elements guide me.
And my opponent is so low that I am actually going to play the Wind Speaker instead of saving him to Wind Fury. I don't need that huge burst of damage now. The extra 3 damage puts me that much closer to just winning. In fact, it's 4 damage if I play him next turn, which would be 4 plus 4 equals dead if he can't taunt or kill stuff. Although he could foil that plan just by armoring up. Boulder Fist is pretty big. I was going to say, well, he's not as worth hexing, but now he kind of is. So that's annoying. I could freeze him, but then I'm not getting through for any damage. I'm giving my opponent a whole turn in which to do something about it. I could Wind Fury this guy, but that won't actually help him get through. Like, that is a very tough ogre. I may just have to freeze him. I don't have much choice. I'm going to freeze him, and in order to use my mana efficiently, I am going to Wind Fury this thing. Which is still kind of a waste unless I can kill the ogre in some other way, because this can't survive hitting it once. Like, that ogre is a severe impediment to my plans. He could silence the ogre and attack with it, but then it would only be a 6/7, and also then it wouldn't have taunt, which is currently saving the crap out of him. Okay, you do want to finish this off somehow. Starfall? That would be annoying.
I must safeguard the land.
Yeah, also annoying. This guy might have a comeback going on. I don't like that plan. What have I got? Darkscale Healer might be useful next turn. So I can make these guys each 4/4. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, no. Okay, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have to trade a lot of stuff and take 6 damage, but I can take him down, barely. I'll use this one because it's not Wind Fury.
Behold the might of storm!
Man, that thing is a pain in the ass.
To war!
They sound so enthusiastic until they realize what's actually going on.
Elements guide.
Getting very close. I still have the advantage in everything except he has one more card than I do. Like, I know he has 2 more, but I'll draw one on my turn. He effectively has 1 more card in his hand than I do. But he only has 4 life. I only have to get through for 4. And I have slightly bigger stuff in play. Plus I have Doomhammer. I can kill him with Doomhammer if he can't taunt or freeze me or something. He needs to armor up. That'll make him survive Doomhammer, but then he still has to stop a whole bunch of this junk. And I'm thinking he doesn't have the stuff to now.
I must safeguard the land.
That's annoying. Okay, you've stopped a lot. I'm still killing you, though. That'll do more. It's getting pretty obnoxious, I'll admit. Argent Commander, you're my hero. I don't know if my hero can actually do enough. I need to do 6 damage to kill this guy. He only does 4. Totem doesn't help. So do 2 with him, 2 with me, and I take 4 damage in the process. And then I can hit my opponent for 3. I just literally can't kill him. So annoying. I'm gonna keep trying, though.
Victory on death!
Elements guide me. Elements guide me.
And instead of hitting him for 1 with this, I'm actually going to kill the 2/1. I'm going to use this first, because I'd really rather get a taunt totem than another one of this one. Because if I get this killed first, I have a chance to get another one of it. But no, of course I get the 1 totem, like lose the coin flip there. Fine. But as long as I kill that guy, he can't just, like, use the crap guy to kill my commander. This guy refuses to die. He has so much taunt that he ate Doomhammer. He has so much taunt. And he's making his questing crap venturer bigger and bigger. Now he's armoring up. He's killing totems. He's so worried about the flame tongue action. Now I'm happy. So weird I'm used to playing rogue, having to like combo this, but no. Fire Elemental says you lose. Finally! Because holy crap, that took forever. He just kept putting out gigantic taunt every turn. It sure did not win him the game, but it made it a lot harder. So 6 wins, I guess this is a decent arena run, but it can still go downhill in a single video. Let's hope that doesn't happen next time. Please click the like button before it clicks you.